Nikki.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you today?
I'm wonderful.
You're wonderful? People usually don't come here and tell me that they're wonderful.
Well, wonderful in the sense that I'm here.
Okay, good. That's a great answer, yeah. So tell me, how can I help you today?
I have been having a lot of pain in my lower back. I woke up in the morning, one morning, and my back kind of hurt, the muscle hurt. About 2 hours later, I couldn't stand up from my chair, and I was actually with a patient, and I was numbing them, and I stepped to turn around, and I fell. My whole back and leg spasmed, and I just remember coming to staring at the wall.
Okay.
And by that day, by the end of the day, my assistants were pushing me around in my chair. It took me about 25 minutes to get out of my car, and then my boyfriend had to actually physically take me to the bathroom and out of bed because I could not move. And that went on for several months.
You couldn't move for several months?
The pain in my back was extreme.
Okay.
The extreme spasming, nerve pain lasted 3 or 4 days. But when I would stand, I was always tilted to the side. I could not stand straight up. And then I had gone to a massage therapist, and she had actually taken a picture of my back. It was so swollen on my right side, and she could tell that I was not aligned. So I started going to a pain management and an orthopedic doctor. They took x-rays and some MRIs. As of a couple weeks ago, they had found out that I have degenerative disc disease in my L1, L2. And he said looking at it, it looked like my spine would be more like a 50-year-old's than a 32-year-old's.
What a mean thing to say to somebody.
Yeah, he's
That's
I wouldn't expect, that progressed on somebody your age. And about that same time that I was having the back pain, I started noticing really sharp, almost burning pain down the front of my thigh. And there'd be a certain spot I would touch on my hip, and it would just feel like somebody was cutting me open with a hot knife. And I couldn't sit. Every time I would sit, it would just be shooting pains. I couldn't sit for more than 5 minutes. And in my job, I have to, stand and sit. So I couldn't put any weight at all on my right leg. And so then I started going to a pain management massage person who trains mostly with spinal problems, and he was able to get my back muscles loose. And it was about 3 weeks ago he did one, and when I was done, I couldn't lift my right arm. And so that has been an ongoing thing right now. I have shooting pain in my right shoulder and up into my neck since that massage. So it's from head down.
Okay.
So.
All right, let's start with the low back. You said L1, L2. Did they have any bulging, or was it just degenerative?
They said I have spondylosis, and there is one small bulge, but he didn't really seem to be focusing much on that.
Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Have you had any previous injuries to your spine?
No.
Did you have previous back pain before March?
Every once in a while, when I would bend over to wash my face in the sink, I'd get the sharp pain where I'd be and then I'd have to stand up, and it would just come out of nowhere and then be gone. So when I would be in the gym, I can't squat because any kind of weight on my back, the next day, it just hurts so bad. I can work out that day, it's the 2 to 3 days after I can't move. I get down into a certain position and my hips almost lock, and then I can't get back up. Or I get a lot of pain in the hip when I do it.
How's practice now? Do you still have pain every day?
Yes, okay. Every day.
Do you have the pain in the front of your leg every day?
That is kind of intermittent. Ironically, it's worse when I'm starting my period, significantly worse. So the physical therapist actually told me to get checked to see if I have endometriosis, and they did find a 4.5 centimeter cyst on my right ovary, but they don't think that was the cause of it. The pain management doctor thinks I have a pinched femoral nerve, and that would cause that, but he doesn't know why or what would be causing the pinch. I can tell I have hip impingement because when I try to bring my leg to the side, it's a really shooting pain to bring my leg up and over.
When you're laying on your back?
Yeah. Mhm.
All right, did they take any x-rays or MRIs of your hips?
Yes, MRI of the hip, but he didn't really see that one or say much about it.
Well, the nerve roots of L1, L2 do go to the front of the thigh. So, and if you have significant, what did they rate the spondylosis? Is it mild, medium? He said 50-year-old, but did he say moderate or severe?
I think he said moderate. It was moderate.
Does it ever go down past your knee?
Every once in a while, I will get it into the knee and then into the ankle.
Mhm.
It'll hurt coming down.
Do you know which side of your ankle?
It's like the inner and top.
Okay.
So they were going to do a facet injection in the SI joint. I just hadn't gone back to actually have that done. I wanted to wait to see what you had kind of thought.
Have you ever seen a chiropractor before?
I used to go see a chiropractor, it was like 10 years ago when I first started dental hygiene. I was having neck problems, so I was going like 3 days a week. Not much change in any of that, but never for the low back.
All right, let's talk about your neck pain now.
I always had pain in my neck on both sides just from, being in that position, and more so like in the scapula area where I would get like almost like a pinpoint and then it would radiate.
Mm-hmm.
But now with the shoulder after he was done, it was almost like when I went to put my hair back up, I couldn't move my arm up. And so when I came out of the room, I was like, is that normal? And he's like, no. He's like, it sounds like something in the brachial plexus is inflamed or pinching. But I noticed when I raise my arm, I get a shooting pain that goes down the backside and then to, in the ulnar, into the fingers. I don't have any like strength when I reach out for something. It's coming into like the front of my shoulder into the chest area.
You ever had your neck x-rayed?
No.
Right. Do you get headaches?
All the time.
Daily?
Yes.
Good.
So I don't know what it's like to not have a headache. I feel like.
When you get a headache, where do you get it on your head?
This area and above the eyes.
Okay.
Sometimes I get it in the back of the head. Sometimes just the whole head.
Mm-hmm.
But it's mostly here and above the eyes.
Do you take any medicine for that?
I take ibuprofen and Tylenol every day. I've been on like Neurontin before, but not for
Was it helpful?
No. I am on Accutane, which I know dries out a lot of the synovial fluids, so I get a lot of arthritic pain just from that in general. If I don't take the ibuprofen in the mornings, I am basically useless by the end of the day. It just hurts so bad.
All right, let's do this. Let's start off with an exam of your spine. Let's see what your spine says, and then I'll get you adjusted, okay?
Okay.
Okay, looking at the feet first, there is a little bit of supination on both sides. I don't see any deviation of the Achilles tendon. Yep, knees look straight on. Looking at the hips, more swing on the right side. The right hip looks higher and it's swinging to the right. Go ahead again. And then the left shoulder looks high, then coming back this way. That's confirmed. The left shoulder is definitely high. All right, and then just go ahead and stop right there and then put your hands on top of your hips. And initially it looks like the right hip is higher there as well. Midline of your body is all straight, so you don't have any left or right translations, which is good, which means you're not fighting a disc. Okay, I'm going to do a temperature evaluation with the backs of my fingers. This right here, this thoracic lumbar transition on the right is much more prominent. Muscles here are hypertonic. Pretty consistent with the temperature. A slight increase in temperature here in between your shoulder blades. Put my hand on the top of the iliac crest here laterally, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is how we measure where L3, L4 is. So, do we have tenderness here?
Yes.
Right or left?
It's more on the right, but actually right in the center.
Okay, let's see this. Turn to the left. And this is pushing that direction.
We'll tender up one.
Okay, ready? Left or right?
Left.
Left or right?
Left.
Okay, so even though the hypertonicity is on the right, tenderness on the left. This is at that L1, L2 area. SI joint on the right. There. One more. I'm going to center you onto the table. Good, okay, looking at your ankles. Good, left shows up short. Go ahead and push your legs out to the side. Push, push, relax. Okay, left is showing up shorter first. I'm going to push down into your sacrum here. Do you have any pain when I push here?
Yes.
Do you have any pain when I push here?
No, just pressure.
If I push here, is the pain under my hand or somewhere else?
Under your hand and then to the front of the hip.
To the front of the hip.
And slightly higher.
Okay, when I push here,
Yes, a lot.
same in the front of the hip or just where my hand
Just
is?
where your hand is.
Okay. That's very telling. That's good. Okay, I'm going to bend your knees, okay? Try not to help me. Let me do the work. Here and here. Swelling here, do you feel that?
Very tender right there.
Right or left?
Left, actually. It's tender.
breath in. Good, and out. Good. In. Out. In. Out. Nice gentle breathing. Feeling the sensation of your breath. Okay, I found a couple of things to adjust here today, Nikki. I'm going to start off in the thoracic spine here. It'll be much easier to adjust here because the thoracic lumbar transition and the sacrum are very tense. There's a lot of hypertonicity in the muscles. There's some swelling. So we need to try to decrease as much tension as possible before we get down to here, okay? So first we'll start here, then we'll do the hips. I'm going to adjust your left lumbar and your right SI joint. Then after that, we'll flip over. We'll look at your neck. We'll do a decompression maneuver, and then we'll go from there, okay? Oh, okay. We're going to start right in the middle. Let's practice one so I can feel your spine while you're breathing. So take a deep breath in. I'm not going to adjust yet. And out through your mouth. I'm going to follow your breath down like this. That's good. Then when we get to the end right there, I'll give a little push like that, okay? We should hear some sounds out of this one. Okay, deep breath in through your nose. Good, and out through your mouth. And just kind of sink. That's good. Fair, but we didn't quite get it. Let's come down. One more deep breath in through your nose, all the way in, far as you can go. Good, and out. Okay, top of the thoracic spine here. Same thing, deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Good, sink in, let your shoulders sink here, good.
That felt amazing.
Your hip's gonna come up. Pain?
A little bit in the front of the hip where it hinges, but it's okay.
Okay, and then we come down like this. Does that increase the pain in the front?
Decrease.
Decreases? This increases?
Just, I can, I
Feel
don't
it.
know how to explain it.
Okay, that's okay. Alright, so we're gonna contact the PSIS. 2 inches over, 3 inches down, acetabular ridge, tender.
Yeah.
Okay, take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Shoulders relax, just kind of sink in here, good. Lay your back. Okay, breathing in and out. Good, let your shoulders sink. Good, we're gonna do one more breath after that one. Again, in and out. Good, bring this down, hips down, good. Lay your back. That's really wonderful. I'm gonna get me tingles, dude. Let's take a look here. Okay, so turn your head to the right. Good, back to center. Turn your head to the left. Back to center. Again, left ear to your shoulder. Relax. Right ear to shoulder. And bring it back.
Like, weren't they like, oh, thanks for using the non-crinkle paper? And then you switch back to crinkle paper.
Here's the thing, okay? It's complicated.
The people want, you give them.
Yeah, that's why there's non-crinkle paper in the first place. But then one day I forgot to put in the non-crinkles. and I started doing this, where I was just doing this light traction. This is how I warm up the spine. Always have, before I even knew what non-crinkle paper was. And people responded very well to it. I can switch the crinkly paper in while I'm doing this traction, and then I'll take it out before I do the neck adjustment. Because what happens is the crinkles get in the way of the cracking sound. And so I'm like, I can do this. So but then I forgot, and I have forgot many times to put the non-crinkles back in and to take the crinkles out.
I cannot stop shaking.
Why, are you cold or
No, just
anxious?
I must be.
Okay, deep breath in through your nose, out through the mouth. Okay, so we'll start on the right side here. I'm going to bring your head over to the side. Try to let me do all the work here. You don't have to help. I'm going to bring it over to right here. And then from here, we're going to push in that direction like that, okay? Okay, breathing. Good. In and out. And just kind of sink in. We're going to find Atlas right here, very top of the spine. Could do that again. In and out. Good. Sinking in. Good. Letting it all go.
Ooh.
That's perfect. Okay, now one on the left side here. Same thing. You're breathing. That's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. One more time. Breath in. Let your shoulders just sink in. Good.
No flash of light there on that one.
Is there a tunnel? Really nice. Digestive organ release. You excited for this or what?
I do it to myself all the time.
You do?
It's
You do
very
the
loud.
cecal valve?
Yeah, it's very loud.
Okay. Breathing into your belly. Out. Breathing in. And out. Deep breath into your belly. Out. Okay, pyloric sphincter 2 inches above the belly button. Breathing in. Out. Breathing in. Out. Breathing in. Out. This is a diaphragm release. Tender. Breathe in through your belly. Out. Breathe into your belly. Out. Into your belly. Out. Into your belly. And out. Breathe into your belly. Out. Okay, deep breath in, deep belly breath. And out. Deep belly breath in. Again, deep belly breath. Push my hands up. Out. Okay, put your legs down. Have you ever seen this adjustment before?
Yes. Yesterday, like, I'm so excited.
Yeah, what'd you call it? The ring?
Ring dinger.
Yeah.
Ring dinger.
Which chiropractor, which one did he coin that term? The older guy?
Johnson, yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Gregory Johnson. Wait, your Houston, Texas chiropractor. All right, move down towards your feet just a little bit. Good down, and we're gonna scooch over to the side just a little bit.
I watched the one where he did it to you and
Mm-hmm.
couldn't figure out if you liked it or not.
We're here, that's why we're here. As soon as I had it done to me, I was like, I will do this to everybody. Okay. Let's do this. Do you want a layer? Do you think a layer would help?
I don't know, it's just stress, I think.
Okay, lift up your head. Down. We don't let it stress, so you're really under stress right now. Why is your body perceiving stress? It's not just anything. Everything is important. Everything's connected. Let me see your hands here. Let's pull your arms out like this. All right, so you're breathing out. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this around your cervical spine to support your neck. You're doing really good right now. Take a deep breath in. Again, out. Deep breath in, quick, fast, in, out. Good, again, in, fast. All the way in, all the way out, all the way in, all the way in, all the way out, all the way, all the way out. Good, do it again. In, fast. All the way out, all the way out, all the way out. Again, in, and out. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna use the towel. We're gonna pull like that, okay, Nikki? Nice and gentle breathing. Just let your breathing come back to normal now and sink in. Good.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh. Jealous.
Squeeze your shoulder blades back together. Good, down like this. Now, tuck your head in, look straight up.
I don't think there's anything left in my spine to crack.
Deep breath in. Out. Deep breath in all the way in, far as you can go. Out. Deep breath in all the way in. Out. Deep breath in all the way in. Out. All the way down. Let your head relax, just let it come down. Good, one more. Good, good. This is dehydration. The ligaments are dehydrated, and so they don't have enough like viscosity to do their job. And we're gonna bring this up. Pain there?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay, now let this relax a little so you can see here.
It's a lot better. That was 10 years of stress just left my body.
Okay, deep breath in through your nose. Good, and out through your mouth. And just kind of sink. Good, sink in, let your shoulders sink here, good.
That felt amazing.
Make a slight adjustment here. Good, letting it all go. Good.